Hold on, I gotta take a sip of my drink. Alright, so we're doing Viper of a guide today. We're gonna be doing everything. Mostly focused on attack because I feel like that's where the people fuck up the most. I think Viper defense is pretty easy. I mean, I'll explain it of course, but mainly this first half, mainly most of the video is going to be about attack Viper and how you guys are all playing it pretty terribly. No, I'm kidding. Of course. Let's talk about what are we gonna start with? We're gonna start with a main control because we're already over here. Now, let's address a few things. One, you are not the lurker. Two, you're the solo controller, which means if you commit the smoke too early, if you dish in the pre-round, you're going to lose your team every time because, well, they just see the wall come up before the round starts and the round's already over now because, well, you put the wall down too early and now they three-stacked sight. There's nothing you can do. It's time to go to Desmond's Chop Shop and just die. Okay? Just never show your face again. Instead, you're going to want to scale up closer, and when you're ready to commit, throw your wall like this. How do you throw the wall? Line up this corner and this corner on your minimap. And in this corner, sorry, I don't speak English. In this corner in the shop, and then throw your wall. Okay. This is going to be your best wall for attacking because, well, it gives you enough sight, enough room to plant. It gives you enough room. And it's safe. You're not going to get attacked from stairs. Let's say your Viper is an idiot, or sorry, let's say your team is an idiot, and I don't even know. Let's say you just want to wall off stairs so that you don't get spammed, or the likelihood that you do get spammed is lower. Line up this red thing with this, like this, and then line up this circle. You see this circle, the do not, and then line up with this brown line. See those two line up? Well, there's your wall. Why is this wall so good? Well, I just explained it, you moron. Can't see over top of it, can't spam because it's up on top of this wall. Perfect. That's great. Now we have two walls for A that we're not messing up every time. Now let's get into orbs because we already talked about walls. Well, the first orb that I would love to recommend to you is going up to the close to this barrier and then throwing it against right here. You see where this wood meets the metal? Well, throw in the corner of that like it's a 90-degree angle that you're making. And boom, now you have a lurk orb for your Cypher. Remember, your Cypher, you're not the lurker. It is imperative that you do not get KO knifed or die, because if you do, you lose the round, because, well, now your team doesn't have smokes, which is the most important for taking sites on this map. You should be last alive, not baiting your team, but you certainly shouldn't be dying first, okay? You're not Clove, you can't re-smoke. Once you smoke, you die, you lose the game. So, just a heads up on that. I already showed one orb, let's show another. If you want to remove the CNET angle, where people are just opping you, come right here, and then throw your orb like this, do a jump throw, of course. Otherwise it won't reach. We take a sip of water again. Removes the CNET angle, where you just get opped over and over again. But what if they do op close, Mr. Rocket? Well, same thing. Throw your molly like this. I mean, you could throw the orb, but this is going to deter anyone from getting this deep line. You can grab the orb safely. You're allowed to walk up without any worries. What you can do, this is great, is molly like this. Throw your orb, and then leave. And now your Cypher can lurk in peace. Thank God. I have a finally useful teammate because I set them up for success. That's what you'll be saying in your games. Now, how do we set up our Jet and Reyna from, well, not crying at us? Well, you can molly like this for close right. Now hold this, of course. This molly is really important to hold. This one too. If you don't hold for these mollies, well, they're just going to wait, tank it a little bit, swing, they just miss out. Your whole team's going to be pissed, right? Because they got like 3. Because your molly was shit or whatever. It wasn't. They're just bad. I think you can molly bricks if you do like a running thing. But generally, you should be just hard swinging, clearing this anyways. If your jet isn't doing that, report them, of course. Now I showed you these two mollies. For back sight, again, not very specific. Just aim against this slant part of the wall and aim high, of course. And that should land back here. Perfect. You got a back sight molly. What if they're playing rail and just spamming you? They're playing Cypher, right? They got a cam up here. They got a tripwire here and tripwire here. Molly like this, right? That's going to get all of rail. That's going to be great for your team so they don't get spammed. What if they're playing yellow? Well, they're probably not playing on top, but they're definitely playing behind it. So aim where the shadow and the corner meet. Again, like the 90-degree angle that I showed you. And that should land right there on yellow. If you want to do a running throw for that, you can, or aim it a little higher, right? All the same, right? For stairs, the most important one. Aim above this white bit and just do a normal throw. That's going to land perfectly on stairs. Hooray! That's going to be pretty much it for mollies on A. Let's actually talk about halls for a second, because there is a halls orb that you're going to want to learn how to throw. Come right here, aim right here, and then as soon as you get to this spot on the wall, right where the magenta starts, you're going to want to do a jump throw. So like this. This orb is really good because it allows your teammates or yourself to lurk into halls. And let's say you do get halls control, pick up your orb, wait for the door forever to open, and then throw your orb like this. And then throw your orb like this. And now you have a smoke for, what is this? Bridge, and now you have a one-way for under bridge, right? Obviously close the door and then hold stairs like this. Make sure you have a teammate holding double doors. Please, for the love of God, hold double doors for once in your life, teammate. I'm not trying to get backstabbed again. But, yep, that's how you're pretty much going to do everything on A. I think that explained it pretty well. We'll go to the defense side of A after we cover the rest of attack. So we're going to go to mid next. For mid, the most important molly is this one. Sorry. Molly like this, and that's going to molly double doors. The chamber's going to TP away. The jet's going to pop dash. They're going to tank all that damage. They're no longer going to be able to op there unless they hit some crazy like wide swing peak shit. Instead of that, you can also throw this this orb right like this up against the barrier. And this allows you to do a triple like lurk setup. You could either have everyone walk up elbow, everyone could walk through the smoke and go like up here, or you could go just straight double doors and they don't really have an idea of where you're going until it is too late, unless you full telegraphic thanks Reyna for stomping everywhere. Alternatively, if you think somebody has lurked up into here, you can aim at this orange bit like this. I'm terrible. Aim against this orange bit, not up against the barrier, but up against the corner, and then molly like this. Perfect! Now we can molly that rat. If you want to orb nest, as the minimap is already showing you for some reason, you can orb, or you can use your E right here, like this, and then just do a jump throw. Land up in the grass. That's going to be a really good nest molly if you do need a molly nest. Alternative, you back into this corner all the way, and then line up your HUD line. Sorry, I'm blanking. Right here, as so, and then do another jump throw. I need more water. Sorry, it's hard to talk this long. I don't stream on Twitch. And of course, as soon as I say that, I messed up, so now I gotta do it again, because I'm a noob. Perfect, now we have an orb for nest. That's great. Now let's say we need an orb for B. Let's say you fucked up, you put your wall down too early, we need to somehow cover tunnels and mid doors, or tunnels and arches. I can't do that for you, but this orb is going to be better than nothing. Throwing this down allows you to like walk around and shit, and maybe like try and take some space without getting, you know, anally fucked by your previous mistakes. I mean, you could aim it a little higher too. So there's no gap. Yeah, that's perfect. And then, yeah, you can have someone lurking up here, or just have everyone stack into ladder. There we go. In terms of walls, there's not really much that you need to learn. I'm glad we covered that real quick. For mollies, aim at this leaf and do a run throw. That was not the intended outcome. Aim at this leaf and then aim a little bit to the right to make sure that you actually land it back here on right, or on ladder. And then same thing for back sight. And then same thing for back sight. You can molly right here. Perfect! Those are the only two mollies that you're really going to use. You could chuck one here to prevent arches push, or to flush anyone out of half wall, but it's generally going to be ineffective, and, well, your wall's up anyway, so why even bother? Or you could save your mollies for yourself. If you want a molly like this, hooray, you did it! This is how you would molly default. That's the only really molly that you'll need for lineups. You generally won't be playing lineups, even though it's so simple. Please just play with your team. I mean, you can molly from here, or even here. Please just do it instead. And I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I did not cover? Oh, right, the whole defense half. Let's go over back to A just to stay. Yeah. Line up right here. And we're going to do a one-way. Yay, one-ways. How do I do this one-way? Well, great thing Mr. Rocket does not remember. Because he's a noob. Sorry, I'm looking at my mini-map to help me. And it's not. Sorry, you guys don't get a one-way. Instead, you get the better smoke. Poison orb emitting. That's how you smoke, man. Poison's off. Oh, but Mr. Rocket, I'm not here on A yet. You see these vines? Throw it. Poison orb emitting. Yay, they main smoke. Now I messed that up a little because I didn't jump at the right time. Poison orb emitting. That was the exact same lineup. Anyways, if you want to molly bricks, you do it like this. Line up with that little... Do I not remember how to do this? Oh, sorry. It's line up here and then aim at this mod. I'm scrapping this whole video. That's how you molly bricks for your retake. Perfect. It lands all throughout there. For mollies on default, you just chuck it, and then it's going to be pretty accurate. Like, that got most of it. That's pretty good. That will do the job fine. And then, of course, molly... Jesus. My lag is crazy. For a main, you're just going to do like this. Perfect. For walls, retake wall on A is pretty shit. Most of the time, it's better to come from double doors with a smoke like this to cover your options, and then walling off a main. That way you can use the wall as best as you can, but generally you won't be using the wall for that. Generally, the wall will go like this. You can also come up against the barrier and wall like this. And the great thing about this wall is they have to go through it twice, which can create a ton of different rad angles where they have to clear more with their Sova drone and just waste the enemy's time a little bit more. That could be really good. I don't think there's any ults that I need to talk about. This ult, I don't think works anymore, where you stand here. I mean, I guess it kind of works, but the point of the wall was to plant here. You molly like this, and then you spam. But that's some pretty noob shit. I would only do that if you're like silver and below. Sorry, plat and below. This worked in plat when I did it. But there's not really any like ults that I'd recommend. They're all pretty eh. But I think if you are gonna ult from A main, make sure you cover all of A main. Holy lag, Jesus. But yeah, that's pretty much it for walls. I mean, you could also wall like this, but I think yeah. Yay, now 2B, because there's no mid walls that you should be doing. It doesn't even make any sense. Retake wall on B is much better. You can do this just to like cut off B main, but I don't like that. I like this wall a lot better, especially on ecos. This wall is really good because it cuts the site in half, and now you can walk to back site and then put the wall down, and then get real close and put the wall down, and then you have a retake wall. Perfect. If you want to play from A, but you want to wall B, you can also do this wall. Make sure that you don't cut off nest. But you can also do this wall for retakes. Take more of the site if you think more people are going to be playing B main. And then, what's the last thing in terms of walls? Oh, sure. This wall. Now, the problem with this wall is it kind of telegraphs that you're over here. But the great thing about it is, well, 1, 2, 3, and even 4 sometimes, that you have to go through this wall, which can create some insane rat angles. I love this wall because it's super ratty, and it's very hard to take ladder. For orbs, you don't always want to be close to the B main entrance, so you can throw it right here when the barriers drop, right where I aimed, and that will give you a perfect B main orb. If your team is trying to take control of window for some reason, go up against the barrier and then make sure that your right and left click icon is aligned with this pale block. And that will molly window. However, if you're going to do this, keep in mind that the swing is faster than the orb can pop, so do keep that in mind, because I've had times where I forgot about this. Tried to do it for myself, right? Where I tried to do this. Because I'm a noob, or I was a noob, and died because of it, and lost little games off of that because I have brain damage. For ults on B, they removed it. There used to be a great ult right here, and it would wrap around the pillar. It was like extended almost, but for now you just want to like ult from B main, so that you have the B main control still. Or that anyone flanking has to do this little, like, thing where they clear. And, so I'm trying to think, is there anything left? Is there anything left? Is there anything left? I'm sure it's as soon as I post this video that there's going to be something left for me to cover. But this should be pretty much it in terms of Viper. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. This video is under 20 minutes, exactly as I planned it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please, of course, comment what you'd like to see again, or next time, and I will see you whenever that video is made, whenever you guys comment. So, thanks for the support. As always, have a good day.